Hold on. Let me get this straight. AI is taking our jobs when the field's already competitive enough, and you think this is not the time to put your foot on the gas? GRANQUILRUCKUS. Hi, beautiful people. It's Naya, and welcome to whatever this is. Today, we're working on our personal curriculums, meaning you and me, not just me. We're going to plan today. Here, I have the bootleg Louise Carmen journal that I DIY. You can see the video on my TikTok. You know, the TikTok that I'm not on right now because I'm not on social media. Yeah, that one. Here we go. I'm going to post a clear picture for you. I'll break down the 4 elements I already wrote down, and then we're going to get into actually planning my art drilling because that's the main focus of this video. So if you're an artist, please stay. My art curriculum, we have eternal art, drilling, solved, and spiritual exploration. Eternal art is based in art history. I specifically want to dive into Black art, and I love learning about museum curation. Then we have drilling. I am regrouping my art practice. I love my art. If you don't know, I'm an artist. I don't post about that enough on here. Here's my art. I'm going to splatter my art everywhere. Whoa, sensual? Hopefully you like it. And if you don't, teach me. Art is my one true love. I want to go back to the basics because I'm trying to get into a more ink-based style. I'm actually very excited about it. I've been an artist all my life, multiple mediums. And I love creating, and I've taken art classes in the States, art classes abroad when I was studying in Rome. I really want to go full-fledged with it. No distractions, no excuses. So we're going to be breaking that down today. Then we have solved. I love puzzles. I love chess. I love Rubik's Cubes. I want to learn how to solve Rubik's Cubes with speed, along with me learning my Rubik's Cubes. I got this book. Oh my gosh. In this puzzle I've been stuck on, and I refuse to look at the answer. So we're just going to be stuck here until I get it together, figure it out. Spiritual exploration, that's just me, my personal journey. I have a very strong relationship with God, and I feel very connected to the world and to nature, and I want to explore that. So that's my personal curriculum. You can see the subcategories and what I'm trying to get into this year, but then I have to dive into it and make an actual outline. I'm moving to the right so you guys can follow along with me so you can see what I'm doing on my iPad. Hello, welcome to my mind. I use GoodNotes for everything. Sponsor me. So I need to make a whole folder to help myself scan a picture of this. I'm also going to move all my artist textbooks to that folder. We listed our classes. We already listed the context of the classes. We also have our textbook. I have other books that I'll probably be looking to guidance for as well. Other texts I'm going to be adding to this. Michael Riley, amazing YouTuber, amazing content creator. I totally recommend him. I paid for this book and I think you should too. Support your artists. So we added this text, and I'm also going to add another one by another YouTuber. Such a talented artist, Broken Draw. This is a free book, so this I can show you a bit. You could get this book too. Just go to Broken Draw's channel, go to his description, click his link, sign up, and you'll get this to your email. This is not even all of them. I know people don't believe me, but these are some of my favorite art books. I know I mostly draw people, and this is based on nature, but the concepts they break down in these books, guys. If you're an artist that's lost, even if you don't like drawing animals, read these. If you don't know how to observe, it goes over drawing practices. I totally recommend these. And I feel like I'm missing one of his series. It's by John Merlauz. My school was giving away free books, and since I was going away to study abroad last semester during this time, check out, it's not even the last video, it's the video before that. These are some art books based on the Renaissance in Italy. Very nice reads. Asia, if you're watching me, I love you. She gifted me these 2 at a coffee shop she found. These books more so show examples, historic points, very important knowledge for you to have. But if you're trying to learn how to draw boxes, these are not going to be for you, but they're still very important. This is very good for instruction. Even if you draw other things in people, it gets really into shading, what type of pencil you can use. It's all up to you. There's another book I got from a thrift shop called The Art Pack, and that one is so beautiful and explorative. And I also have a Banksy book, and the textbook is like this thick. So those 2 didn't make it upstairs, but still very dear to my heart. Artists have so many options. At this point, they don't even know where to start when it comes to what to research. Again, I'm recommending these 2 books. If I'm a new artist, if I'm being completely transparent with you, I'm going on YouTube. If I can't afford the classes, and I don't know where to start, I'm going on YouTube because there are certain YouTube creators that create lessons in groups. You can click a playlist and you can just go from video A all the way down. At the end of the day, this is a lot. It costs money. Some people don't have the time to read everything, and I get it. If you have artist questions, you can comment them, you can email me, and I'll try with the knowledge I have to help you. Start with the basics, drill that, do the basics 70% of the week, and use the other 30% to draw whatever you want. This is still your artistic practice. There's some artists out there that don't drill heavy at all. This is just something I'm choosing to do because I'm trying to get to these gentlemen's level. Now, we're talking about books. This is my inspiration. Are you kidding me? Before I even get into this book and how it changed my brain chemistry, this book is by Kasuta Terada and Kim Jung-Lee. If you don't know, if you're not a part of the art community, Kim Jung-Lee is a legend. And that feels like it's not strong enough. The way he's able to put pen to paper, never seen anything like it. So we have to say RIP to one of the greats. Oh my goodness, do y'all see this line work? I'm not going to go through the whole book, of course. I just needed to show an example. If you're here and you're not too into the arts, or if you're here and you like the art. I got a little sidetracked. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did a majority of the work beforehand. I have notes on notes on notes of what I'm going to be doing. Most of these drawing exercises I got from the YouTuber Broken Draw. I mentioned him before with his free book, but 2 I'm going to add in here that I actually learned from my design course in college. This exercise helped me when it comes to measurements. You basically draw 2 points of where you assume the distance is 1 inch, and then you can do it for 3 inches, 5 inches, and then afterwards you'll get an actual ruler, measure it, and see how far you are off. This just helps train your brain. And another exercise he had us do was the ellipses, 2 points, making sure we're neat and precise with that. So I'm going to add those in first. See, right on the money. And for the rest of these, I'm just going to scan. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, it's on there. I also have some notes that Kim Jung-Lee said that resonated with me. I'm going to add these notes in there somewhere, so I might scan this. If you really like the artist Kim Jung-Lee, the artist Manabu Ikeda is a great person to look into, and I do not hear his name frequently enough. I got to see his art in person and it was truly amazing. Another artist I think you guys should look into who uses ink a bit differently is Kara Walker. Phenomenal artist, and we're about to be in Black History Month, so I'm going to be talking about Black artists a bit more than usual. And if you have any more artists you want to recommend, put them down below. Speaking of artists, right? Artists I'm inspired by. Now, I feel like to know how to draw something, you have to draw it multiple times. But if you're going to choose something to draw multiple times, you have to choose something with a bit of flexibility. I want to draw Afro Samurai, who was designed by artist Takashi Okazaki, every single day for the month of February. And I believe he worked on something for Marvel. If I'm correct, it's Star Wars. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Love the use of line work, and I feel like this is definitely the path I'm on. So this is a way for me to incorporate the foundations, the basics. He has a lot of movements. Another thing that might help you, if you don't have a mannequin, I say get the mannequin. It's going to help you with 3D forms. But if you want to, it's just my notes, my code for when I annotate nonfiction or fiction books. And this is how I annotate. Anyway, you don't care. This is my little workbook here. I suggest not always practicing on this. It's good to see 3D forms as well and get that practice in. If you go to art school, they're going to impose still life in you at one point, so you might as well get that practice. I also got a new pen. I'm very excited. I have 2 different pens on the way. Another one is a pencil one, and I think I got a zebra. I'm not 100% sure. I wanted to get more pens to step into the arena. I think I'm gonna surprise y'all. I don't know. I think if I didn't already, I'll put up specific inkworks I have used at some point, and I think I have some potential. Give me till February 2027. I feel like we're gonna be in a great place of improvement. Well, I have the artist's attention. There's some more advice I want to give you in case you don't think I have anything of use to say. I'm just going to copy what the greats say, right? Drilling is important, but studying, observing is crucial because you don't want to practice wrong. So these are notes I have on color theory. I'm a big note taker, as y'all know. Not everybody learns like this, but surely this helped me. And these are also notes, but they need to be organized. So what I usually do for my notes, I read or I watch something and I write it down in a very disorganized manner, as you see, and then I color code it so I can put it in the right category, and then I'll rewrite those notes. Does that make sense? And mind you, I'm not new to drilling. If I go through my old sketchbooks, I've definitely drew the circles, the boxes, and all of that, but I feel like I haven't done it in the way where I thought of it in different perspectives. You see? That's where I was messing up. I wasn't thinking about, if I turn this box, what would it look like? I was just like square, box, triangle, pyramid. So that's what makes me want to go over my work, because I'm trying to work on my perspective, proportions. And you see how Kim Jong-il draws in fisheye? I would love to do that. It's important to get inspiration from a multitude of places. My favorite artists don't use an ink medium. They're mostly painters. But I love art. I love black art. And I love the medium of ink. I love how bold it is. I love how sharp it is. I've always loved the animated look mixed with realism. If you see some of my paintings, it sort of has a graphic and realistic feel combined. That is my goal. I love being able to draw from imagination. I need to get better at that. That's the main reason I'm doing all this. You don't have to get your inspiration from one place whatsoever. I know a lot of my artists beat themselves up, but the thing no one can take from you is consistency and your experience. Now, skill, there could be 20,000 people better than you, generally. Maybe, maybe not. But your consistency is the thing no one can take away from you. There's a lot of skilled people out here, but skill doesn't always mean consistent. And no one has your exact perspective, not a goddamn person. And that's the beauty of art. It's your perspective. Kim Jong-il, he draws his intellectual library, which he got from his observations. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to go out there, you have to observe, you have to be yourself, and you have to keep going every single day. Even if it's a 5-minute sketch, draw every single day. And don't forget your foundations. That's all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and weekend. I love you. Farewell.
4 deep, but I had one got more heat, so please come back.